Hey guys, Chris here from Kite Republic, here today to talk about the all-new Duotone DLAB surfboards. Before I go specifically to surfboards, what is DLAB? So DLAB is the Duotone Lab. Duotone have tasked their top guys to create the absolute state-of-the-art, lightest, highest performing products on the market. So part of that, sometimes they can sacrifice a little bit of longevity, but it is all about the ultimate performance possible. So, the Duotone surfboard range. Basically within the Duotone range, they have changed to an RMF or reflex memory foam shock absorber. So this gives the best shock absorption possible while having that memory to be able to come back and not leave any dints or anything in the board itself. The cork they've been using for the SLS has been exceptional. This is just taking it to the next level. That RMF technology has come out of other repeat performance things where, like a running shoe sole and things like that, where they've needed to have the absolute best for athletes to be able to get to their top levels possible. So you're going to get the best dampening, the softest feeling, and it is lighter than cork as well. So it creates that lightest weight possible. In the range for DLAB this year, you'll see the known and loved WAM. So their ultimate waveboard, basically, strapless waveboard for sort of medium to bigger waves, really high speeds. It's got a little bit more rocker than what it's had before, and they've got a little bit more volume through where your front foot's going to be. So you can potentially ride a little smaller, and effectively you'll get better performance out of that. That's the WAM. So we've also got the Whip, so their ultimate all-rounder. Awesome strapless freestyle machine, as well as sort of, small, mid sort of size waves. A little bit more rocker than we've seen before, slightly more pulled in nose, and a new tail shape through there as well. So a few little changes in there as well. And finally, the smaller wave machine, the Fish, remains essentially unchanged in terms of shapes, but yeah, obviously that DLAB technology. A very well-rounded range there in that highest performing area. Now I'm going to bring in young gun Luca Duffin, who was the 2020 National Junior Champion here, and he's absolutely brilliant across both that strapless freestyle side and the wave, so really good to talk through with this range. Let's get Luca on here. How are you, mate?
Good, how are you?
Very well, very well. Exciting times. Obviously the DLAB technology is coming in. You've been absolutely shredding on that SLS range this last little while. Just wanted to talk through with you where you'd use each one and what you reckon about the shapes themselves. So thought we might start with the WAM. So when you rock up, what conditions are you looking for to make it a WAM day?
So it's going to be nice and windy, so you get the board moving really easy, and it's got to be probably above shoulder high.
Yep. So
that you get that extra hold when you're doing a bottom turn, but then you still have that release when you want to hit the lip.
So that sort of higher performing, faster, more powered situation.
Yep.
And you said there it's got to be sort of windy conditions. Is that about board volume mainly?
A little bit, but more just to get the board going easy. It's not really bogging or anything.
Yep.
Just perfectly powered.
Perfect. So ideal surf day with good wind is going to be a WAM day, effectively.
Yep.
Nice one. I'm assuming this is probably one that's going to be your almost everything session day. Yeah. What days are you looking for a whip?
When the winds are really strong, it's normally in its prime. The wind gets under the board really easy.
Yeah, and this is for the freestyle side?
Yep, and then there's a nice grab rail, so you can grab it really easily. Because of the square tail and the straighter outline, it just takes off of the water a lot easier than, say, your WAM.
Yep.
So it's just perfect for freestyle. And then when it's about shoulder high to a little bit smaller, this board's perfect as well because it holds the line when you need it to, but you can release it really easily. And if you want to throw a bit of freestyle into your surfing as well, do a few 180s or 360s, it just pops right out when you need it.
Perfect. So anything freestyle, this is your go-to from the sounds of it. On those sort of medium, smaller to mid-size waves, it's going to perform really well. And if you want to combo it with a bit of freestyle and waves, this is the absolute go-to. So let's jump across one more to potentially my favorite, I think. I love this little beast.
My favorite now.
The Fish. So tell us about the Fish. When is it a fish day?
almost every day.
Nice.
But again, probably up to 3 foot, so maybe just above head high. It'll hold in a little bit better than the whip.
Yep.
Just because of the swallowtail. It gives you an extra little hold in the line from that sharp outline.
Yeah, a bit of grip in there.
So it's going to turn and cut back really nicely. Good release when you snap in the lip or get your fins thrown out of the lip. Really good control, and because it's wide, it chops through the chop really easily. It has that concave in the back.
Yeah, nice.
Which will go through the chop nicely.
See if I can pop that one up there as well. So see a little bit of a spine running through the middle there as well. So what's that doing for you when you're out there?
So it'll cut through the chop nicely as the water goes through.
Yep.
And when you're landing, it'll take a bit of the hardness of your landing out.
Yep.
As the water funnels through the channel. And that just makes your riding a lot smoother and the feel of it a lot smoother.
Nice. Let's do a little bit of a board pop quiz here for people that are sort of wondering which direction do I go.
Yep.
So firstly, you live on the bay.
Yep.
You're addicted to waves.
Yep.
You might not be able to get down the coast and be getting big shoulder high plus all the time, but you're 80-90% waves with maybe a little bit of strapless freestyle going on. Which direction?
So just a little bit of strapless freestyle.
Yeah, I'm out there for the waves, but I do want to see if I can jump as well. So what are you looking for?
I'd go with the fish.
Yep.
Because it's still got that wide outline, so you're still going to be able to jump it. You can get the soft landings as it's got the channel the same as the whip.
Yep.
And just feels like a surfboard too, so you're going to really get the most out of your board.
Perfect. So for strapless airs, it is possible on the fish, and it's not a hard one to be able to do basic strapless airs on.
Not hard at all.
Perfect. Wave shredders. If you're thinking about waves as the thing that gets you to the beach every time, you might want to lean a bit more towards the fish than the whip if you're thinking in that direction. Okay, so I just want the absolute easiest to learn how to do my strapless airs. And I probably want to play in the waves too, but the strapless airs is I got to improve that. Where do I go?
Definitely the whip. It's going to pop out of the water a lot easier with that straighter outline.
Yep.
And the channel is going to soften everything. You're not going to feel the chop as much. Still got that release of the tail for when you're doing like throwing a nice snap or something.
Yep.
And it's just a really good all-round board.
Good all-round shape, very nice. What about you turn up at the beach? It is absolutely nuking, but the waves are also pretty big and you're not quite sure whether you're going to outrun them on your standard go-to. Where would you be looking?
Definitely the WAM.
Yep.
Because you're going to get that nice steady speed out of it. And when you're going for a bottom turn, you don't really want that wider tail because it's a lot easier to slide out.
Yes.
Whereas that pulled in tail and the lot less volume in the tail as well, it's really going to push against the water and hold your line, really drive up the wave. And then if you want to release your fins, you can still release the fins out the back. You can do nice cutbacks. It's just perfect for the waves.
So one thing you might notice in that DLAB range is you don't see anything with inserts. So all of these are a strapless only style board, but if you are looking for the boards with inserts, obviously in the SLS range, Duotone have the Session, which is their big wave speed, real performance end board, which again lines up sort of similar area to where the WAM does, but with an even thinner tail and the rest. But that one does come with inserts as well. Make sure you check out our other video, which is probably up there on the screen about now if you're watching this. Also, you can look to the hybrid technology in the SLS as well, in case you want to cross over with foiling. Otherwise, the standard range of boards will all have inserts as well. Thank you very much, mate, and good luck for the season ahead.
Thank you.
All right, guys, there it is, the Duotone DLAB Surfboard range. Any questions, hit us up, kiterepublic.com.au. Good luck getting out there. Enjoy.